I think he was also complimenting Ryan Callanan after a tough loss, where he's like, hey man, if you didn't get the score on your wave, I don't know what I'm going to do. And
with some more experience, he is going to be definitely contending for a world title at some point in his career. Taking a look now at the next heat. Joe, why don't we introduce it real quick, since this is Leo Fioravanti.
Fioravanti versus Jack Robinson, Pete.
And I gave it everything.
Leo's first move here, first wave. He has been trying to figure out how to get an 8. I was talking with him in the Red Bull Athlete Zone. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to go out there.
And he's kind of like, this sounds weird, everybody, but I'm done. And I think he's just managing his body, his physicality. He goes so big. He knows when he's getting a little bit too far ahead of himself as far as going huge. As we have a nice run through the pit from Jack Robinson. Connects with the lip, airdrop, and controlling the down carve. The man from West Oz hits it off the lip. And now jams it on the end section. Picks that rail back up to right away.
Well, this choice of wave, a little smaller, but it had the reef hugger, as Rich likes to call it. And that was one of those exactly waves. It has the pace, runs the reef really nicely, gets the tube, the big float. You have to chase it this entire wave when you have these kind of size waves, but he did really well with the barrel. I think that was going to be a great wave choice for him. Not going to be a gigantic number, gets a nice finish, but he's competing against Leo. Leo puts up a 5.33. Jack's had some, less than stellar first three waves. So Jack just going to find himself a wave to match the score from Leo Fioravanti. Probably going to improve on top of it. So nice work there from Jack. He is sitting outside priority heat. So those bigger set waves, when you have two of the other surfers from the other heat are out in the water right next to you, you got to take scraps. And that's what he's done here. A little smaller wave, but he surfed this wave up. I think with the barrel and the last finish snap, he's going to get the best of the exchange over Leo.
Fioravanti, it's all about squats, lifting a lot of heavy weights as we go back to the replay here.
Jack, outside priority heat here, gets himself the first wave of the set. Little layback gaff here, trying to improve on a 1-point ride.
And this set is just unloading now. The Italian's turn. Fioravanti whips that section quickly. Chips it with that lean back in the pocket. Big section landing on his toes, and that's going to keep him behind.
Just with that one move, probably not going to factor into his top two. We'll see. And then Leo, another wave. So 4 waves, everyone getting a piece of it, but this wave with this fuller tide runs off without him, and he has to eject there. And now Leo Fioravanti also picks up a wave during the break, trying to better a 3.83. I love the way he has been surfing in the warm-up. Hasn't had major big waves for the warm-ups, but I did see some video of the swell previous, and he was one of the standouts. So you'd expect him to do well, riding the sharp eye equipment as well.
Setting up a first turn, Fioravanti redirects. Quickly back to the lip, tags it. Sweeping off the bottom and throwing down the wrapping turn. He's laying low. Nice patience from Leo. And lays it down again. Bottom drops out. I love the transition into the pit and somehow punches free. Duck diving on top of each other. And now we'll see Robinson connect on that opening section. Now at the pace carve just to set up this big tracking wall. Draws a great line back into the pocket. Coming off a high line, Robinson's got some speed to burn. Lays down an aggressive arc again. Back to the lip to shut that one down.
That was like an F1 corner, just laying it over. Straight to the bottom, into the lip. Those are those combos that the judges just devour.
Congratulations to Leto. Excited to see you defend your title this September as we get caught up with Fioravanti fighting for the lead against Jack Robinson.
Well, let's see what he can do here. And this has been quite a battle. And we're now in the priority situation, and it is important these last 10 minutes of this heat. Looking at the low score for Leo, he needs to get himself right up there and match the high number of Jack Robinson. And on the way to getting there, still waiting on the score, gets the finish. Does he hold on? No. But a lot of work done on that outside section. Look at the vertical approach there. Tight and compressed. releases out of it and gets, no, we're going to give it to him. That was a finish. Solid. With some tube involved, I like it. I like that way for Kanoa. Replay here. Leonardo Fioravanti, you know, you can see that the size has dropped off slightly, but the wave is still absolutely perfect. This one had some foam on it from Kanoa's wave. Kicks out of that one. But somehow gets another wave, and that's where you have that priority over the other heat. You can kind of just turn around and take it. This has looked like a much better wave. Long barrel, but too stretched out.
He'll use priority to run the clock out. And we'll see Jack moving on to the quarterfinals. He's got to be happy to be back into a finals day. Sitting number 8 in the world now. John was ahead of him, and he's out of the contest, so definitely some room to move for the Australian on the rankings.
Cool stuff, man. This is why we watch, you know, each and every event, each and every heat, because you just never know.